Sup everybody, AJ here. Hello to all the new viewers on Dungeon Master Johnny's new Facebook hub. Glad to see you. Great idea, Johnny. Great idea. Just a couple of things I wanted to cover today on the mighty Gluestick. First, May's Craftwar on the DM's Craft channel has just finished. Grim247 was the winner with his Cult of the Dragon Lords entry. Well done, Grim. Another good victory under your belt. We also had Grog who entered, and Mortal Knight, XX Mortal Knight, who entered their pieces. Grog, I really like the on the Crossroads one. You had the sort of straw texture and with the grass flocking there. I really like that. That was quite cool. And Mortal Knight, I like the imagery in your piece. I think it captured the sort of the theme of the lawful evil theme of last month's competition quite well. This month we've had our new format. I think it was quite a successful. We voted on the new theme because it's our competition and we make up the rules. So if you guys ever have any suggestions on how you'd like to change things up, just let me know. And the theme that's been voted on is Magic Shop. So June's Craftwar is now up and running. We've already had a bit more interest than last month's one with 5 entries so far. Yeah. Let's see, we've got the Door of Holding, Needful Things, the Cauldron Alley, Aelor's Magic Emporium, and Widgets, Wind-Ups, and Wazoos. To those people who are entering, thanks for private messaging me with your title of your competition entry. And just a reminder to everybody, please also include a theme for next month's competition so I can add it into a poll that we can all vote on. Thanks to the suggestion by Shinobi that I cover all of the past entries and winners from the previous Craft Wars. They stretch back to November's when we started the Craft War competitions last year, and so I'll be getting on to a montage video of those. Thanks for the suggestion, that's a good idea. Dave B, also thanks for the suggestion that I cover some stuff that was from archived footage from previous forums and things that we brought forward for the new posters who haven't necessarily seen any of that stuff. It's good that I talk so fast because keeping these videos under 10 minutes with all these topics is quite difficult. So yeah. I should mention that the Craft War was originally DMG's idea. He posted that he wanted something like that way back in November, and I think it's proven to be a very good idea, DMG, although you left me in charge. Okay, the thing that I wanted to talk about outside of the forums this week was bounded accuracy in the new D&D. I'm going to stop referring to it as D&D Next and 5th edition and stuff because it's the new D&D. If you want to talk about older versions of D&D, you can refer to what edition they were, but D&D is now D&D. It's been published, it's now current, so I feel they don't refer to it as anything other than D&D, so why should we really? And I wanted to talk about bounded accuracy. This is from an article that Rodney Thompson just posted recently, and it was one of the standout points of D&D Next, or the new D&D, or just D&D, that I quite enjoy. And what they've done is they've addressed the issue of power creep in the game, where a high level item is high level with extra pluses and all that sort of stuff just because it needs to be, because everything is sort of had this numerical progression going through that doesn't necessarily make logical sense for the game world. So the idea is it's sort of an unspoken thing that if a first level character goes out into the wilderness, he's not going to come across a Tarrasque or an ancient blue dragon. It's like they don't even exist in the world until you reach the level sufficient to fight the thing on a fair and even footing. They may exist, but you're not actually going to encounter them in a one-to-one basis because that would be drastically overpowered. That is an issue with the game. It's like, you know, kobolds don't exist for level 26 characters because a kobold has no threat whatsoever. Not even armies of kobolds are going to be able to handle a level 26 character in the game, and that's because of power creep. So bounded accuracy means that expectations are always going to be the same. So if you're reaching, say you're a first level character and you're fighting a monster that's got chainmail armor on, the armor class is going to be exactly the same for that monster as a 7th or 8th level monster with chainmail armor on, because chainmail has a certain armor class and it's not going to change just because the creature is a higher level. So this expectation of what you're facing and what the defenses of a creature are reasonable, and they're always going to be accurate in the game. This also means that lower level creatures are going to be make sense. They're going to be just as useful in the later stages of the game as they are in the early ones. So a level 9 character is still going to wipe out a kobold in 1-1 fighting, but a big group of kobolds are going to be just as lethal as they were back in first level when there was just a little bunch of them. So same thing, I mean, town guards are always going to be relevant because a high level monster has just got more hit points and it's just able to do more damage when it hits you. It's a tank and it's going to hit like a howitzer, but arrows are still going to hurt this thing. It's still going to get through to its defenses and things, unless it's got some big wazoo magical armor or something like that. Yeah. This also means that as you go up in level as a character, you're going to have that sense of progression. When you get a +1 magical sword, that's so much cooler because it's not just catching up with the increasing armor class of monsters. It's actually more heroic. You've actually got this great thing which gives you real bonuses in the game to hit that are going to be just as relevant later on. This also means that you're not going to, at later stages of the game, throw away +1 items because they're useless, because you need a +6 item, and if the DM doesn't give you a +6 item, it's the end of the world. It increases the playability and the availability of things, and increases the repertoire of monsters that the DM can put you against. So the DM doesn't just have to invent a new race which is just basically a harder to hit version of a kobold. Kobolds are going to be a part of the game from start to finish, and lower level characters have got a good chance of fighting higher level monsters as long as they think smart and treat it with the respect for its hit points and damage that it deserves. So you can take out an ancient dragon or something like that if you just play smart and attack it very strategically and with a good sense of, I don't know, hit and fade or something like that. So guerrilla tactics make more sense in the later versions of the game. Yeah, so I'm very enthusiastic about that. It also makes it a lot easier to reskin monsters and retool things and come up with charts and tables for making monsters randomly. This is a big thing for me because I don't generally play out-of-the-box adventures and things like that. I like to make up tables and things for rolling up random monsters. I mean, literally, I have no idea what's gonna come crawling out of my random roll tables when I'm finished with it, but I like the ability to make a random roll table that makes some sort of consistent sense, and having bounded accuracy in the game makes that much easier to do. So very happy about that. Once again, anybody who's got any suggestions for this little segment, please let me know. Either comment on Facebook or YouTube or over on the forums themselves, and remember, like, comment and subscribe. Thank you. See you later. Keep on crafting, everybody.